Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Color, which definitely has its fair share of differences from the Super Nintendo version and the Game Boy Advance version. We've got this Donkey Kong 64 style menu here, which we'll look into later. For now, let's just get into the game. And here we are on DK Island. This is our world map for the whole world here. And our first section we're gonna go into is Congo Jungle, which is here. And our first level is Jungle Hijinxs. So, right off the bat, we jump out of our house and we're gonna go right back in. So, we have a red balloon here, which is 1 extra life. We can bounce on this tire. And if we head down this way, Donkey Kong's Banana Horde. I don't see any bananas. So we gotta go get our bananas back from King K. Rool. If you collect 100 bananas, that gets you an extra life. And if you jump down on these holes, you can get something to come out of, like these weird marks on the ground. You can get something to pop out of them. So we have a steel barrel here. We don't really need it, so we'll just throw it at that Kremlin. This DK barrel here gets you your Kong buddy. So now we can switch to Diddy Kong if we want to. We've got a K here. If you find the letters K, O, N, and G in a level, you get an extra life. Collecting them is not required for completion yet. That's not until the Game Boy Advance version, I believe. We got some banana bunches, which are worth more bananas. And we can just be a monkey and go across the tops of the trees. A green balloon is worth 2 lives, and that barrel with the stars is a checkpoint. So that's nice. These guys, you can jump on them if you're DK. But if you're Diddy, jumping doesn't work, so you gotta cartwheel into them if you're Diddy. But if you're Donkey, then, you know, Are you kidding me? If you're Donkey, jumping or rolling will work. We're not missing anything else back here that I didn't show, right? No, that looks like everything. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything while we were going over the tops of the trees. Let's get Donkey back here. There we go. And down here we have an Espresso token. Espresso is one of our animal buddies, and if you collect 3 tokens of the same animal buddy, you get to play a little mini-game featuring that animal buddy. So I could keep going over the trees here. I don't know how much of a point there is to that, but here, we can turn into Rambi. Yeah, you don't ride your animal buddies in this game like you do in the Super Nintendo version. You only ever control them. Anyways, with the help of Rambi there, we could have used a barrel. We were able to bust open that wall, getting us to a secret room with bananas and a life. You are required to find all of the secret rooms for completion. It's also worth noting that Rambi attacks automatically when you go up. Oh, you also can't go back into a secret area without restarting a level. But anyways, yeah, Rambi, he attacks automatically when you go up to an enemy, but you can also attack manually. if you want to. Anyways, we have another secret area here with a little mini game we can play. We don't have to win. But we would like to win, and we just got a Winky token for matching 3 Winkies together. We could have gotten any animal buddy. I didn't really care what one we got, so I just randomly jumped for the first barrel and then tried to match the next 2. Anyways, so here is the end of the level, but if you look back here, we have green bananas. Now, green bananas first appeared in the Super Nintendo version of Donkey Kong Country 3, where they were used as collectibles in a minigame. Then they appeared in Donkey Kong 64 as Chunky Kong's bananas, since each Kong collected a different color of banana in that game. Here in Donkey Kong Country 1 for the Game Boy Color, green bananas mark special secrets. Now, I'm gonna need Donkey for this, so first of all, let's get rid of our animal buddy, and then let's switch to DK. And then using that slap move, we can get a sticker. Now, each world has 1 sticker hidden in one of its levels, but then you actually have to replay the game a couple times, so there's actually 3 stickers hidden in each world. We'll talk more about that later. Anyways, let's just finish the level now. So Jungle Hijinxs is now colored red, which I assume means we found everything. In the Super Nintendo version, they added an exclamation mark to the end of the level name whenever you had everything. In this version, it must be that the title is just colored red. Anyways, on to Ropey Rampage here as our next level. Well, there was something up there. Some bananas that I couldn't see, and I just stomped an army. Armadillo, that is. But they are called armies. And I feel like an army right now, armed with my TNT. Enough to wipe out an army. Anyways, so we've got ropes we can climb around in this level. That's the level's main gimmick, as the title would imply. Looks like there's a Rambi token up here. Now, I'm not exactly sure where all of the secret rooms are located, but the levels are short enough that if I miss one, I should be able to go right back into the level without any issue. Let's get that checkpoint before we jump down this hole. Yeah, I feel like I was right to do that. Although, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to replay this level now after we beat it. Because, yeah, we definitely missed a secret room there, and we can't really get back. That's fine, though. That was bound to happen. It's probably gonna happen a lot. Nothing down here except another army guy. That big bee is called a Zener. Oh wow, I was still able to break that even though I didn't jump from the rope. Cool. Now we have this tire we can roll around and bounce off of. Surely that will be useful for something. Army... Why? Are you kidding me? What? Okay, I was pretty sure I landed on him, but whatever. This is a really stupid idea, but... Yeah, no, I was gonna try to open that with the TNT and see if it would let me in. It did not. But that was pretty much what I expected, so... That guy just came out of nowhere. When I was trying to grab my DK barrel, I don't think it lets you grab it if you're just holding the button. Either that or I didn't get close enough. Yeah, no, you can't just hold the grab button, you actually need to press it there. That's what was screwing me up. So that's definitely different from the Super Nintendo version. I can't do this from this height with Diddy, I gotta do it with Donkey. What? This worked last time. And his slam move isn't helping either. I don't understand why it worked before and it's not working now. I just can't slam down on this one either. I can't get the height. Again, we're gonna have to replay through this level anyways, so it's not a big deal. There is a secret here, though. Oh gosh, was it this one? No. So we don't get a life from that. I feel like that's easier on the Super Nintendo version. I don't normally mess that up on Super Nintendo, but... the hitboxes on these guys I am not used to. Like I keep thinking it should be good, and I'm just so used to Super Nintendo that it's like... I guess it's more precise in this version. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with that guy. This is kind of reminding me... Ooh, I can actually try this again now. Yeah, I have no idea. Is it always gonna be the same? There's no way it's consistent like that, is it? But yeah, this is giving me vibes of like the Crash Bandicoot remakes where they were way more precise than the original PS1 games. I'm getting that kind of feel from the enemies' hitboxes here. Anyways, let's head back in and, you know, get that secret room that we missed. And maybe I'll try to stay near the top in some certain sections in case there's more stuff hidden up there. Like, I know there was that one spot I wanted to slam down on from above. I could get Ramby again. I guess I'll do it. This version does seem harder, so I might want the lives from the minigame. There we go. I saw the secret. Okay, and this just looks like it's gonna get us a bunch of bananas, but it does get us more completion, so it's very important. And here's even another N, since going on this path causes us to skip the other N. Well, this gives us the tire. Am I supposed to use this to actually get up on the trees? Because I thought I tried that before and it didn't give me the height. Whoa, I was up there. And now I can't get up there again. What is happening? No, don't roll it. Do I have to get, like, run speed on the tire? Is that what this is? Okay, I'm up somehow. I don't know what's happening. And apparently I can't stand on the next tree, so let's make this jump properly. There we go, it gets me another Winky token, apparently. I don't know why those jump heights were so inconsistent. This version of the game's kinda janky, isn't it? I just go. There we go. The level title is red now. We're done with it. We can move on to Cranky's cabin, or we could just pass his cabin, but we'll see what Cranky has to say. You're lucky you caught me in. I was just heading out. I've never seen anything like it. 4 shades of gray and an 8x8 block is all that we had. I can't play this. The color's too rich for my old eyes. Used all the latest state-of-the-art 3D worky thingies, did ya? Games were a lot harder when I was a young Vertile ape. Croctopus corners, crocks of bananas, and coral capers. They say if you hold down the B button, you can run fast. So long, suckers, try not to hurt yourselves. So yeah, Cranky just kinda rants and then gives you some tips. Anyways, let's move on to Reptile Rumble. It's so weird that I can't just hold the button down to grab the barrels. Give me my DK. Hello. Ah! You're actually chasing me. I thought you were gonna jump back and forth. Did I need to break that surface open? I didn't mean to throw that. I didn't realize I even picked it up. But I apparently opened a way to a secret, so I'll take it. Is there anything I missed back here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so there was nothing there. Doing these levels with the screen crunch of the Game Boy Color might be a bit rough. I'm kind of starting to realize. That looks like another secret. Well, this one's just automatic. So that's easy. And I'm pretty sure we just got brought back where we were. Yeah. Okay, we can continue on then. I'm not gonna go back for that banana. It's not worth it with the awkward physics. I'm not confident enough at this yet. That snake down there is called a slipper. I thought there was only one. I was wrong. Do you open something up for me? There we go. I had a strong feeling the answer was yes. And I managed to bust our way through without me losing my barrel, running it into an enemy. Okay, that's probably all the secrets in this level. It's an awful lot of them, at least. I'm pretty sure in the... Hello, On Guard. Got our On Guard token. I'm pretty sure in the original... oh my gosh. Land on them, please. Stop turning. In the original Donkey Kong Country, I don't think there was any level that had more than 3 secrets, except for the level Orangutan Gang, which had 5. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how I remember it. Anyways, we successfully managed to get 100% there. And the screen nicely scrolls between these two. In the Super Nintendo version, there was no scroll. It just went from one screen to the other when you walked through the cave. And there were 2 icons for Reptile Rumble, because there was one on each side of the cave. But anyways, up next we have Coral Capers. So our first swimming level. This fish here is called Bite-Sized. They've got their own dedicated minigame in this version. Although that minigame also comes back in the Game Boy Advance version, but it wasn't in the Super Nintendo. The minigame also gets modified a bit in the Game Boy Advance version, so... the Game Boy Color version of the minigame is exclusive to this version. So this thing chasing us is a croctopus. I'm pretty sure Cranky said something about croctopus chase. What was the name of this level? I don't even know if I read it. Anyways, we've got On Guard now. Our nice little swordfish buddy. And yes, he automatically attacks as well. Ow! Well, there goes On Guard. And we missed our life, too. That's fine. I don't think we need either of those things. They don't let you break the DK barrels unless you need a DK buddy in the underwater sections. Which is honestly kind of nice. Like, the completionist in me wants to destroy all the barrels, but, like, sometimes it's good to save some for later, just in case you need them. So this little shark guy is called a Chomps, or maybe he's a Chomps Jr. We'll see if we see one later that's a different size. Here we go, got On Guard back. I knew that there was a second one just because of my knowledge of the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, here's Chomps. That other one was a Chomps Jr. So in here we get another Espresso token. It looked like there was a secret over here. I'm like, that's not in the Super Nintendo version, but I guess it's not in this version either. It just looked like there was a secret over there because of the screen crunch. I would like to get all the Kong letters if I can, but, you know, we technically don't need to do that until the Game Boy Advance version. And since I will be getting them all on the Game Boy Advance version, I guess it's not that big a deal if I miss some now. Hello, Clambo, I think your name is. I wasn't ready for him, apparently. Anyways, no secrets in the underwater levels. Now we can move on to Funky's Flights. Whoa, dudes, I'm Funky Kong. My rad jumbo barrel can get you to any point on the island, but it only sends you to places you've already been. Major bummer. So, yeah, this is how you get from world to world. Ah, they even let you return to the island map without going back to Funky. How nice. They didn't do that in the Super Nintendo version. But yeah, for now, like, we don't need to use Funkies. I mean, we already used it, but let's just move on to Barrel Cannon Canyon. This level should take some tricky timing, but we can also just kind of, like, skip over it. Which I don't really want to do. But I also wanted to show the fact that you could. So, I'm gonna get out of here. And we're gonna start that over. We can get our K that way anyways. Ow. There's nothing important. Maybe there is. Aha! We get our third Winky token and get to play the Winky minigame. Collect as many of these little Winkies as you can. Every 100 you get gets you an extra life. Come on, let me jump up, please. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I want to show this secret. I would have liked to show it after getting more collectibles here. But at this rate, I'm gonna be lucky to show it at all. If you go down here, there's a big Winky that when you collect it, it doubles your... Yeah, it doubles the amount that you have, the amount of the small ones. So you definitely want to collect a bunch of these. And then go to that thing at, like, the last moment in the minigame. Platforming is so hard in this version of the game. I'm so much better at just jumping around in general in the Super Nintendo version. But we'll do fine on this version, I think. Hopefully. Is there any secret for, like, shooting into the ground here? Now. That's fine. Want those bananas. No, don't! That didn't quite go as planned, but that's fine. I don't want to skip parts of the level, though. So the fact that I somehow accidentally jumped too high and into the skipping barrel, that was kind of rude. I guess let's try extra hard to stay low here. If you don't go out of your way to stay low, you will accidentally cheat like I did. Which is kinda crazy. Hello, Rambeat. That's enough. Oh gosh, did we get a checkpoint? I don't know if we did. You know, at this point, I would say we're all good to use the shortcut if it sends us back to the start of the level after this minigame. Wow, first try. I have a hard enough time making those jumps even on the Super Nintendo version. So the fact that I did it first try on this version really surprises me. Anyways, it's getting kinda hard to collect all this stuff now. Like, we're not gonna get another life, because we're not gonna get up to 300. But that's fine, we've got plenty of lives. Yeah, at this point, let's just take the shortcut. Okay, so what's going on over here? We've got some timing, it looks like. Do I actually want to hit this barrel? No, you do not. I thought that was a secret. There we go. I'm grabbing this checkpoint. So what did we skip? I believe this is where we just went into the wall. Yeah. Okay, so that's all we missed. Of course, I do want to show as much as I can. So I am gonna backtrack to that stuff when given the opportunity. I bounced on an item and it made me throw my barrel. That was kinda rude. I kinda wanna get Diddy out, since Diddy holds barrels in front of him. Yeah, here we go. Got another on-guard token, but yeah, it's good to have Diddy holding the barrel in front of him. Because with Donkey, if you want to check if there's a hidden door here, you actually have to throw the barrel and break it. But Diddy can just walk up to all the walls to see if the barrel breaks on something. Also, I've been doing this a lot already, but I haven't actually mentioned it. When you roll or cartwheel off an edge, you have a brief moment where you can jump in midair. I've already been doing that a ton, but I figured I should actually mention it. That timing was very wrong. But we're okay. For now. No, why didn't you stay up? The last letter's probably up there. Yeah, there we go. We got them all, though. And we got all the secrets. Candy's Challenge. So, in the Super Nintendo game, this was Candy's save point. It's where you would save your game. But in the Game Boy Color version, the game auto-saves after every level. So instead, we have Candy's Challenge. Hi, I'm Candy Kong. This is my challenge shack. To try your luck, jump into my nice spin barrel. I don't know what part of that was luck. She let me do all three. But I got a banana coin from that, so that's a little collectible that you get from these challenges. But yeah, Candy's challenge was not in the Super Nintendo version. I don't think it's in the Game Boy Advance version either, but I could be wrong. I think Candy has something else you do at her shack in the Game Boy Advance version, but I haven't played this version or the Game Boy Advance version before, so honestly, I don't know for sure. Anyways, now we have our boss fight here at this big stack of bananas here at Very Gnawty's lair. You just jump on him. And he's supposed to get a little bit more speedy the more you hit him, but honestly, I didn't notice the speed change. But yeah, apparently, I mean, in the Super Nintendo version, I could definitely notice it. I don't know if he actually got faster in this one. But yeah, that was Congo Jungle. And that's gonna be it for this video. In the next video, we'll take on our second world, Monkey Mines. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.